Today we're continuing working on the 240 cage. We got Smokes in here already getting at it. He picked up a different welding gun or torch. That way he can get some better angles at some of these hard to reach line. And where we left off in the last video is redoing the front top hats because the last ones were a little ugly and in an incorrect location. But we have a special guest here, Mr. Marty with Ding Dong Drift.
How's it going?
We're gonna be preserving yet another piece of history. He helped me scan the Bomex front bumper and also the Bomex skirts that we have. But as you guys know, I have a TT front bumper with a Bomex front lip. So we're gonna scan this as well before I destroy it because this thing's low and it's my daily.
So hopefully with the scan, we'll be able to recreate it and possibly make a mold out of it. Maybe change the design a little bit if we want to.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we could
get some
make it,
flair to it.
Bigger, wider, whatever we want to do. We could change it up.
True.
Make a custom Bomex-ish lip.
They do have this thing pretty spot on. Like this fitment is dialed in.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is some damage to it already. I think it actually came with this, to be honest.
So if you're ever like scanning car parts, like bumpers and stuff, I recommend having them on the car.
Because it fits how it should, right?
Because it fits how it should. One more thing I'd like to do is make a distributor delete cap.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Because now we don't have to run our wires to each individual cylinder.
Yeah, so we're just going to make a little cap because the sensors in there are all working still for the cam sensor.
Does this just unscrew? I've never taken this off before.
Yeah, maybe you should try to take it off. Yeah, if you want to see it on my
let's check out yours.
Yeah.
The last time we saw Marty's SC, it was at night, so we didn't really get a good look at it. And we didn't look under the hood.
The vent a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's right, that's right.
If you guys don't know, 3D printing's come a long way. All of my cam covers here are 3D printed.
Dude, these look great.
As well as the idle air delete and the EGR delete plates. And there's one in the back here. So these things are obviously in a lot of heat. It's a V8, creates a lot of heat. There's a bunch of radiator heat blowing into this stuff. And this is only 1.5 millimeters thick. And you can see it's now warping. 3D printing is no longer printing trinkets and toys. We can print
actual pieces,
functional parts.
That cleaned up the engine so much. Because aren't these kind of bulky factory?
Yeah, factory. These come up to like here.
Oh, wow.
And then they also wrap around all the way to cover the original distributor wires. Because this car comes with 2 distributors. One on each cam.
Damn.
So because I'm running the, VAG coils.
Coil on plug.
Yeah.
There you go.
The original covers wouldn't fit, so you either have to chop it off and run it, or I made new ones.
No, this looks good. You have plenty of room for activities, even with a V8 in here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's wild.
Yeah. There's this little round thing that I'm going to put in here.
Is that one of them yin yang spinny boys?
Yeah, exactly.
Or
like
the Wu-Tang war whistle?
Yeah, Shanghai Spoolie Boy. Yeah, we're going to use one of those.
That'd be cool right in the center. Dang. Cool, man. This thing looks wicked. As you guys know, or don't know, he also 3D printed this wide body, as well as the fenders. What else? Honestly, everything. This whole car is 3D printed.
Camera screens, dash, floors, center console. That is a forged carbon shifter.
That's crazy.
I
gotta wiggle it. Ergonomic feel, you say?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So I'm working on a sunroof delete right now. It's not finished.
Mr. Ding Dong has requested some white powder. What do you need this for, dude?
Energy? No. I forgot conformal spray.
The stuff that makes the matte finish for the scanner?
So this is super shiny, so the scanner's not able to pick it up at all.
Okay.
I could try to mess with the color settings, but I think what we're gonna do instead.
Oh, will it stick?
It's sticking a little bit.
All right, everyone. This is Chef Ding Dong here.
Oh, that might not work. Oh fuck, that's perfect.
Yeah?
That's what I'm saying. Why don't you just use that?
Because I feel like it'll go away. You have to be quick with it.
It doesn't evaporate.
Oh, it works.
No way. Scanning?
Yep, it works. It's scanning.
You gotta get a little.
So it looks like just sprinkling the flour directly onto the lip here is working just fine. Hey, I think you got a little something on your nose there, boss. We're starting our scan over here. Now we have a fresh powder laid down. How's it doing?
It's doing okay.
Not getting too much detail.
It's not perfect, but I think
It's getting the red good.
I see.
The red's perfect. Yeah, look at that.
It's nice and matte with no gloss.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's perfect.
Dude, that's actually working out
That is
really well.
Really perfect. Dude, take a Sharpie and write scanning spray on it.
That's coming out crispy now.
Yeah, put in quotations though.
That actually worked.
Yeah, that works great. We're missing a little piece there, but it doesn't really matter. It's mostly flat.
Wow.
I'll be able to...
Dude, that's good. That's a good scan.
Yeah, it's decent.
Preserve
It's all
the
green.
history.
I'm gonna just take some pictures of this back stuff here, just to see how it wraps around and how far it goes underneath and all that.
Preserving history one scan at a time.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah? Preserving history? One scan at a time?
Preserve these nuts. Gotta love Phillips inside an engine bay.
Dude.
Never ever strip.
This screw was already loose.
That's good.
That's probably not good.
No, it's perfect.
This one was loose too.
Oh, nice.
There's really only two.
Oh, they're held.
Do you just need this base scan then?
I don't think we even need this. How does this come off?
Right?
Because the only thing you need is the cam sensor, which is in here somewhere.
Yeah. What's going on, Smokes?
Making a lot of noise. Just hitting stuff.
Oh, this just slides off.
Perfect. Does this
Off
come
center.
off? Oh yeah, this is just held on with that.
Oh, cool. Does this need to come off? It's taking everything off. No, I think that's a part of it. There is a
part.
screw in there.
There is?
Yeah.
In the middle?
Yep.
Up on top.
Oh, you're trying to lift the bars up again. All right. Yep. These are all done now?
Yeah.
Woo-wee. Good stuff, man. Those are some tight spots.
Yeah, they got really tight. Especially because we couldn't cut the holes because I didn't want to grind all this out.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get in a better position.
All right. Quick little scan.
Yeah.
How's it looking?
Pretty good.
That looks wild. Oh yeah, that's the manifold.
Should be. Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh, so it's
shiny.
got to be like this way. Yeah, there we go. So we got the distributor, I guess, cap and not cap scanned. The internals of the distributor.
Yeah, and then the cap is up here. Yeah, it'd be cool. Nice flat piece instead of this humongous
Yeah, it does
appendage.
look strange.
Yeah. So that'd be nice.
Cool, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We're scanning one additional piece on the 300ZX. If you're part of the Z community, this may be a benefit to you. This piece that goes right above the battery here always breaks. Where is it at? This is what mine looks like. And it's supposed to be like double the length. I'm not gonna put it in this way, it will affect the scan. But it's supposed to cover all the way up to around here. And it goes over the battery. So we're gonna try and scan the surface and maybe come up with something as a solution. See you, Mr. Ding Dong.
Bye.
Drive safe. Thank you for your help.
Yep.
Wow. Right? Nice. What's up, Devin?
Wish my car was that. That is the
So the cages are known to be tight. As you can see, we are honestly probably touching all these corners, but we did have to jack up the cage inside the car. That way we can get it over these humps and whatnot. But this is working tremendously well, moving the cage where we need it. Lowering the jack. There we go. That's the right speed.
this side is a little hovery.
I bet you if I lift once I
Oh yeah, we need to put the base plate in the
Oh,
front.
there's no
Yeah,
base.
there's
Yeah,
no
I'm sure that'll help it.
we can get the jack out of here now.
It looks so odd in the center of the
Dang,
car.
that's weird.
Let's try the dash bar out.
I think we have to go underneath that. There's so many wires in the way.
Oh, looks like we're going to delete it.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
nah, dude. Just cut it. I'm serious.
We had to cut like probably.
Oh, it's like
Then
kind
you
of
still
useless.
you still have defrost.
Yeah, but I have no blower motor.
Not yet.
Yeah, I might just delete it. I only wanted to keep this box because, you know, when you're on your cooldown lap, you can put your heat blast to full.
Right.
And get that additional cooling.
That's what I'm saying.
But-
You're gonna eliminate that. You're not rear rad.
You just get a bigger reservoir for your coolant. I don't even think you have a coolant reservoir tank, do you?
No.
So yeah, you get a 4 or 5 gallon reservoir in the rear. She's tight.
Oh, so it does fit with the box. All right.
Yeah, it does fit.
It's got this loop in there.
It literally fits perfectly with that.
Wow. I think I might still take out the heater core. clean things up a bit. We haven't popped this hood in months. Let's see if the engine's still in it. Sweet. So since we're eliminating our heater core box, I've decided we're gonna continue this looping until I can figure out where I need to block off the hoses here. A couple fittings here that combine shorter hoses into longer hoses. So we're gonna just combine them that way. There's one port that comes off the back of the head area here. Maybe it's the block. Then there's one that comes out under the thermostat. So realistically, there's a hose going from here all the way around to the heater core. So it's a pretty long heater core line that we can finally eliminate. We ended up getting the 240 coolant hose figured out, but I wanted to try and fit on some spacers here. I'm not usually a fan of spacers, but we might need to run them for now because like we mentioned in the last video, our wheels are kind of sunk in the front. It's not horrible, but it's probably one of my biggest pet peeves. I want to be able to see this outer lip at least flush with the fender. So it looks like we need bare minimum 5 mil. And there's already, I think, a 5 on there. So I have these here, bolt on and slide on. So I think there's extended studs on there. This might be 10 mil. How thick do you think that is?
I don't really do millimeters, but I don't know. Get ½ inch.
You're one of them standard guys, huh?
Yep. ½ inch.
Well, that's plenty of threads. How do we feel about that? Sorry.
Is it too much?
No, it's just right.
That's perfect.
So since we know the other wheel fits perfectly, while I have this one off, I'll show you. We have a 17x9 BR wheel, but the offset is plus 25. Generally, that fits okay-ish. So basically, the lower the number, the more the wheel will stick out. And since we know, this is a 15 mil, by the way, I just measured it. Since we know the 15 mil actually makes it look better, we need to subtract 15 from the total offset. So since this is a 25 minus 15, we need a 17x9 plus 10. That's how you figure it out. Hope that made sense. Always. Dude, that looks way better. You never know what ½ an inch can do.
That's what she said.
Man, I'm so hyped. We finally got this thing sitting right. Oh, it's so good. The fitment is perfect. I think I might try and find some 18s for the front. I have 2 new things to put on the Nissan Gloria. I'll give you the first clue. The temp plate is missing. And the second one is OEM floor mats. I really like the fact that they say Gran Turismo. It's pretty sweet that it matches the trim. I've noticed a lot of 90s Nissans will just say the car name, for example, like it would say Gloria or 300ZX. But I think it's pretty cool that they put the trim. The floor mats currently in the Gloria are just red. I don't think these are factory at all, but they did add a cool contrast to the interior. But I've been kind of building this as an OEM car, not even OEM Plus at this point. So I figured the factory floor mats would be the best option. As for the license plate, a lot of you guys gave me some great suggestions, but I had a friend message me an idea and I couldn't resist. Well, what do you guys think? Glizzy. It's fitting. Gloria, Glizzy. I don't know. Now you get 2 plates here, and for some reason they started adding this little label to both plates. Place sticker here on rear plate, but like you can't take that off. So if you have that on the front, you have this ugly logo here. But the question is, do I want to do the fold style license plate or do I want to put it in the stock hooks? I also don't have a frame for this, so I don't exactly want to scratch all the paint in here. I'll have to try and make some kind of buffer for now. Oh, they're kind of like Velcro to the carpet. It's a weird material that actually grips it. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's sweet. Right next to the Gloria. Oh yes, and it actually still has that factory hook. Thank God. I love when they do that. So you can just make sure it stays in place, doesn't move around when you're getting in and out. Sweet. Even the passenger side says Gran Turismo. And then when we go to the back, it doesn't actually say anything right now, but if you notice, we have 1 piece left. And strangely enough, this goes over the center of that trans hump right here. All right, yeah, that's pretty sweet. It's kind of crazy to see a floor mat in the center though. I guess there is actually a seatbelt here, so it makes sense to include a floor mat for the center. I don't know who's gonna be sitting in here like this. For the sake of protecting the paint on the trunk, I think I am gonna do the bend style. So I'm gonna take it over here to my metal folding press. You just slide it in as much as you want, and then we'll fold it up. Sweet. Now let's install our sticker. Ah, it's crooked. Let's get a rough idea of how this will look. Oh, you know what I forgot? The license plate holes don't line up on Japanese cars. There it is there. There it is there. We're gonna have to do some drilling right through the new sticker. Sweet. See how we did. I'm gonna put these rubber washers in between the trunk and the plate, just so there's a little buffer zone. Don't want this thing rattling around and, again, scratching up all this paint. Oh yeah, that's sick. Now there are some differences with this new plate. Last year when I registered the 300ZX with the 240ZX plate, it has this indent for where the sticker is supposed to go versus this new strange laminated label. Not to mention it looks like the border is darker on the new plate and this one is just all silver, I guess. And the Illinois logo is darker, just a few minor differences. Now there are a couple examples of why I always get the EA plates. EA stands for expanded antique versus just the regular antique. So you can drive it longer throughout the year. There's no mileage restrictions and it's like $60 a year to renew it versus a regular plate. Like for example, the Integra, for some reason I don't have antique plates on that. It's like $150 or $160 a year just for this sticker. And on top of that, every car that's 96 and newer has to do emissions testing here if you're within a certain range near Chicago, which we are actually in that zone. Now the Z is a 96, so technically it would need emissions, but since I have these expanded antique plates, it's exempt. That's a loophole that not even the DMV knows. Because when I tried to register it, they're like, oh, you need to pass emissions. I'm like, no, I don't. It's exempt. Sometimes you gotta do the research and find out for yourself because not everyone's on your side, especially with avoiding emissions. And all they do for emissions is just plug in a scan tool and see if you have a check engine light. Now, obviously the Z would not pass because it has a KA in it, but they don't insert anything into your exhaust or check for fumes. It's really only to see if you have a check engine light, which is kind of interesting. Is that really an emissions check? Anyone want these red floor mats? Well, since we modified the car, I guess that gives us an excuse to go on a test drive. No, but really I just need an excuse to take the car out to get some tacos. I think it's time that we put on the rear wheels again. And if you missed out on what happened, when I got these faces re-chromed at the chrome shop, one of them started chipping immediately. There's a couple spots just flaking off, and once chrome starts flaking, that's the end of it. So I ended up taking this face apart, and I was gonna drop it off at the shop and get it redone, but he said he's leaving on vacation for 6 weeks. I think what I'm gonna do instead is take off the front wheels, take off one of the faces that are not chipped, put it on the rear wheel because we know that these are built in the right spec, they fit the car, and then we can rebuild the fronts while all of that is apart. But before I take apart the fronts, I want to jack it up, take off the wheels, put a spacer on. That way I can see exactly how much I need to add to the outer lip. We've been doing some guessing about it, but nothing works better than actually test fitting a spacer and mounting it on the car. And you can see when you look straight down the car, the top lip of the wheel is sunk in. Not ideal. I have a feeling it's only gonna need like 15 millimeters, so I'm gonna slap these on and see how it looks. This is always an important thing to check when you're installing spacers on a car. You wanna make sure that in between the lug holes, there is an open space because sometimes they'll be flat and then it'll hit the studs that are on your hub already, and that could damage these or the wheel. But luckily there is a gap here, so the studs will fit no problem. Already, that looks way better. I will say the tire is a little too meaty, but that's okay. Oh yeah, see, that's perfect. A good rule of thumb for me is when you look straight down on the fender, you want to be able to see the upper lip. And we can. Looks good. Fits way better. It's crazy what a difference 15 millimeters makes. That's the same space we had to put on the front of the Z as well. Now, yeah, I could just run spacers, but honestly, I don't want to. They're 3-piece wheels. You might as well rebuild them in the right spec. That kind of defeats the whole purpose of having 3-piece wheels. Now that we've confirmed we need to add an additional 1/2 inch or 15 mil, same spec, to the outer lips in the front, I'm gonna put that face that is not cracked onto this wheel lip and barrel combo. And then I'll put this chipped face onto that front wheel, since we know we have to rebuild it anyways. And I'll just wait till the guy gets back from vacation, because I would rather have these wheels on the car than just laying around. So to start us off, looks like we need a couple 10s, 12-point 10s, and same with the back. All the hardware is removed from the face in between the lip and the barrel. Now I need to use a mallet to try and get it off of the outer lip here. So this is a good example. This recessed lip houses the outer lip of the wheel and the inner barrel. You can see that it's flush right here. So give it a few whacks. I will also say I deflated this tire, so it's not gonna be pressing apart our seal in the middle. Got the face out, but unfortunately I heard some cracking sounds, which means most likely that seal in between this lip and barrel just split. The fronts were a lot tighter of a fit than the rear. This was on there pretty good. I have a feeling that this is not gonna hold air anymore. So this officially needs to be rebuilt, which kind of sucks, because I was hoping to just run these for now. But in the meantime, we can put this good non-chipped face onto that other wheel. Well, at least we can put these rears back on. It does kind of suck that the lip and barrel split on the front, but that's all right. I guess it forces me to order those outer lips sooner than expected. What's up, Mr. Tim? A few videos ago, we determined that there was some weird clicking sound coming from the left rear. And now that we have the wheel off, we can kind of inspect what's going on here. Looks like this tab is supposed to stick out on the brake pad hardware, but look at this one, it's kind of smushed in. I'm wondering if that warped it enough to hit the rotor or something. I do see a lighter rust ridge here, so maybe it's grinding just the edge. Oh, that's kind of bare metal there. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna try and pull it out and see if that makes a difference. But while I'm in here, I'm noticing these brake pads have like maybe 3 mil left. So I need to do some brakes soon. Where to find brake pads for this thing? Oh yeah, good to be back. What do we think?
Yeah, no, it's really stupid good.
I want to see if these chrome johnnies will fit on the front. I just put those rotas on the front as a placeholder. This is the wheel that came off of the left rear, and a lot of you guys were commenting about maybe there's a pebble stuck in the tire. Well, there is. I'm gonna leave it there. Let's see if the sound moves to the front.
Okay, good idea.
I'm kind of curious. Let's check our clearance. Oh, we got plenty of room. Well, maybe not plenty, but enough. All right, let's see how this fits with it on the ground. I don't want it to rub the fenders too much. Oh, it's not bad. Wow, the fitment's actually great in the front.
Really nice.
Sweet. Yeah, I guess we'll run that until I get some lips for the other wheels to rebuild.
So was it staggered 18, 17 rear before?
Yeah, it was opposite stagger before.
You couldn't really tell for some reason, but now you can tell.
You can definitely tell. The
But
rear is talking.
Honestly, I'm not mad. The rear is so good that
I forgot how good this was in the
yeah,
back.
it's the best.
Yeah, it's sweet.
It's gonna settle some more too after driving.
Oh, definitely. All right, test drive part 2. Let's see if that sound went away. Is it the front?
I'm pretty sure it
Damn.
is. Yep. Dude, it's that
It's the
pebble.
front?
It's that pebble.
Are you sure it's not the back?
It's the front.
No way.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, let's pick out the pebble and then try
I
again.
told him, I was like, I don't know. He's like, I'm pretty sure it's the brake hardware.
All right, I'm picking it out right now.
It's so loud and obvious. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
You can see it?
Yeah, and there's like a bunch of dust around it.
Oh, yeah. I'm putting this in my pocket.
Keep it. I can't believe somebody clocked that in the comments.
They probably experienced it.
That's too funny.
It's still there.
It's the wheel.
I don't know, man. You sure it's not the rear?
Dude, it's the front. Dude, it's 1,000% the front. You can
Really?
tell on camera.
Okay.
Yeah. Front. Yeah, rear's silent. It's the front.
Dude, it must be something with that tire then.
It's something with the tire or the wheel, yeah.
Haven't been here in a while with this car. You see anything?
Literally nothing.
Dude, it's so weird.
Like, nothing concerning at all. It's gotta be the tire. Bro, look how cooked this tire is.
It is pretty cooked.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's like the belt's slapping internally.
It really could be. Oh, I love the plate.
Dude, right? Glizzy.
You really couldn't tell before for some reason, but now it's the most obvious thing
Yeah,
ever.
you can see the gap in the front there.
100%.
To do the rear fitment now.
Bonkers.
Well, that's going to end today's video. If you can do me a favor, make sure that YouTube didn't automatically unsubscribe you. I've been hearing that that's been happening to some people. We're going to start the next video here soon, so see you shortly. Peace.